Here's a roulette strategy that takes the classic 2 dozen betting system and transforms it into an absolute powerhouse. I'm really excited to share this roulette strategy as it's so good that as long as the normal probabilities play out, you will win money. I've also found that it combats many of the problems that most roulette strategies run into. Now obviously there is no guarantee the true probabilities will play out whilst you're at the table, so this isn't a guaranteed way to win every single time, but it does have everything that I would look for in a roulette strategy before recommending it to my community. It gives you a high probability of winning, it protects your bankroll, it's clever enough to advise when to take profit, and of course it's a lot of fun to play. I must give a shout out to the YouTube channel that goes by the name of the Roulette Master. I was introduced to this strategy after a subscriber asked me to review one of his videos titled The Holy Grail. I'm usually very skeptical of videos making such bold claims, but after watching the strategy and running the numbers myself, I think the Roulette Master may have a case, as this is one of the best roulette strategies out there. Here's how it works. We're probably all familiar with the 2 dozen roulette strategy. As the name suggests, we simply bet on 2 of the 3 dozens, and the thought process is that you'll win more times than you lose because you cover about 65% of the numbers. However, this strategy never really gets you ahead. Yes, you can expect to win more bets than you lose, but when you do lose, it cancels out your earlier winnings. For example, betting $10 each on 2 of the 3 dozens means that you will win $10 every time you hit a winner, which mathematically speaking, you can expect to happen 2 out of 3 times. When you lose every 1 in 3 attempts, this will cost you $20. Winning $10 twice and losing $20 once just keeps us treading water, and when we consider the number 0, we would actually expect to lose slightly more than 1 in 3 spins. To keep the example simple, let's just say it's 1 in 3. So with that in mind, here's what we can do to give us a chance of making money from this system, rather than making no progress or even worse, losing our bankroll. First up, we need to decide how much to bet on our 2 dozens. After reviewing this system, I recommend starting with a small starting bet unit, ideally about 1% of your starting bankroll. If you have a $500 starting bankroll, then your starting bet unit would be $5 on each dozen. If your starting bankroll is $100, then your starting bet unit would be $1 on each dozen, giving you a total bet of $2. A great starting point, and you'll see why later in the video. To keep the numbers simple, we will assume we're starting with a $100 bankroll and therefore playing $1 unit bets. If the casino you play at doesn't allow you to make $1 bets, I recommend completing the quick 2-minute quiz in the description, and I'll point you in the direction of a casino that allows small bets, meaning you can follow along and try the system out for yourself. The reason I recommend the low betting unit is because of these 2 fundamental rules that this transformative roulette strategy dictates. Rule number 1, when you lose, you increase your next bet by 1 betting unit. Rule number 2, you keep on going until you make a profit of 15% of your starting bankroll. In our $100 bankroll example, this is $15. Pretty simple, but how does this increase our probability of winning? I mentioned we just need the true probabilities to play out and we'll win money. Surely that's not true. Let me prove this to you now by running an example. We mentioned before that betting on 2 of the 3 dozens means we have 24 out of 37 numbers that make us a winner, which is essentially as good as winning 2 in every 3 spins. Here's what the betting would look like when following the rules of this improved strategy, and then I'll speed it up and show you the profit and loss after playing the system for a short amount of time. Let's assume we get off to a bad start and we lose our first bet. We've lost $2, and we increase both dozen bets by $1, meaning our next bet we have $2 on 2 of the 3 dozens, giving us a total bet of $4. As per our probabilities, we win this bet. Landing a winning dozen bet means we return $6, giving us a profit of $2 on that spin, and we're now at break even since we started the strategy. Now with this roulette strategy, we don't increase or decrease our next bet. If we haven't hit our 15% profit target, then we simply continue and repeat the same bet. This means the next bet is $4 again, and as per our 2 out of 3 probabilities, we win this one, giving us a $2 profit for that spin and therefore a $2 profit overall. Staying at a $4 total bet, we now lose this one. meaning we've lost $4 that spin, and now we are $2 down overall. Because we lost, our first rule dictates that we increase our dozen bets by 1 betting unit. That means we have $3 on each of our 2 dozens, giving us a total bet of $6. As per our probabilities, we win this bet and we are returned $9, meaning a $3 profit on this spin, and now we're back in profit by $1. After a win, we keep with our $6 bet. Winning this one gives us a $3 profit, meaning we are up $4 in total. You can start to see how simply winning the number of times that the true probabilities suggest that we would, we start growing our bankroll closer and closer to that 15% target. And what really makes this roulette strategy stand out is that our bankroll is protected as we only increase our bets slightly each time we lose. And because we should only lose 1 in every 3 bets, our bet amount increases ever so slightly. Let me show you how we can expect this to play out as we win 2 in every 3 spins. Once we have hit our 15% target profit, we can either walk away from the table or reset our bet back down to the original starting unit bet and play again. Resetting your bet after a 15% target profit is an ingenious addition to this strategy, as it stops your bets from getting too large. If you were to keep playing this system without resetting your bets, you would eventually get to a point where you're betting a significant portion of your bankroll and would be at risk of wiping out your entire bankroll if you were to hit a couple of losing bets in a row. Personally, I would even suggest taking profit and resetting your bet at just a 10% target. This way, you limit your risk when you inevitably hit 2 or 3 losing spins in a row. It's actually safer to play this strategy twice, taking profits and resetting your bets at 10%, than it is to play just once with a 15% target. It will take you longer to accomplish, but if time isn't a factor you're worried about, then this would be my recommendation. Another recommendation is to make sure you're playing at a casino with good table limit ratios and fantastic bonuses. If you need help finding one in the country you live in, then make sure you complete the quiz using the link in the description. Don't forget to share this video with a friend, especially one that plays the original version of the 2 dozen strategy. For more great roulette strategy videos, check out this video next.